Our meeting with Corey Childs, B&N Flooring. When did you take the Dale Carnegie course?
The most recent one?
Yeah.
We took that back in, kind of was end of January, February of this year.
Mm-hmm. What led you to taking that program?
Well, I had taken, a number of years ago, I had taken a Dale Carnegie sales training course. And that course proved just to be so valuable for myself and one of my other team members that are still with us today. And that was, I'm going to say, it could be over 20 years ago.
Wow.
And I use that sales training techniques today. And I know even one of my team members that has it now. She said she probably wouldn't have stayed in retail if it were not for that course.
Wow.
That course teaches us how to really deal with retail. Retail is a tough business.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Dale Carnegie training and the techniques that we learned how to deal and overcome with those things. Not just do the upselling, but really how to deal with the customer and really understand where the customer is at. Because if you don't know where the customer's head is at, it's really hard to ever close a deal or understand problems.
So true. So that was the Dale Carnegie sales course, and you just recently completed the leadership training for managers.
Yes.
What were some of the challenges your business was facing that led you to want to participate in that program?
Well, I've worked for the company for over 32 years, and 4 years ago, myself and a couple other partners who worked in the business purchased the business. Mm. So we have a fairly large company for St. John, and we have a construction company that we do concrete and construction type work, and we also have a retail store. Mm. We also have a concrete pumping division. Wow. So we have a lot of things on the go, and some of the challenges that we face, or I face as president of the company, is getting the partners to buy into a vision, buy into new ideas, and then how do we get the team to buy into those ideas? Mm. How do we make decisions? And what's the process of decision making? And some of those skills I had, but they probably, like anything, we always need to improve ourselves. So when I looked at the outline of this course, it seemed to be the perfect fit for me. Mm. And for one of my operations managers. So in taking that course, it's helped me address and help me improve on a lot of those skills.
So when you went through the program, what were some of the key points that you're continuing to apply today?
Well, the key ones now is basically being able to bring a challenge to my partners.
Okay.
That we're facing, and to sit down and have a productive meeting rather than be counterproductive and say, here's our problem, now how are we going to deal with it? Mm. So here's a problem, here are the possible solutions, what is the best solution, and start to work an action plan to where we're at now. Okay, how do we want it to look, and what do we need to do in the middle of those steps to get there? And what the course did is it really laid a roadmap for me. It was like a blueprint that we could now follow, that we're not perfect at it, but now at least it takes some of that stress off when we're having to make multiple decisions day in, day out, whether it's a human resource like a people issue or whether it's a problem issue with something.
Okay. How are you seeing the results show up now that you've been through it? It's 4 or 5 months later? 4 or 5 months later, so now what happens is that some of that stress from myself personally has been reduced. Okay. Because now, you have a roadmap. There's a set of directions in my mind on how we're going to tackle a situation. I'm into a situation right now where I need to just remain calm and to say, okay, we have a problem. There's nothing we can really do about what's happened. We have to move forward, and we have to make sure that the client is happy at the end of the day. Okay. So now we have a kind of a recipe to say, okay, step 1, we're going to do this. Step 2, and today, in fact, we're doing that. We're on kind of step 2 of this decision-making process on how we're going to solve the problem or resolve the problem. Excellent. And then by later today, I hope to be step 3 and 4. Now, this is what we hope to do. This is going to be how we'll
actually happen and then move forward. So it really creates that recipe, that saying, okay, this is how we're going to address our problems moving forward. Coming out of the course helped me do that.
Okay. So you've been in business for over 30 years here in St. John. You've been very successful, and there's a lot of successful business people that will probably be stopping by to take a short look at this video. What would you say to people that were in similar situations to yours to encourage them to move forward, or just for the benefits?
What I would say to people that are looking at this course, some people may look at this course and say it's an expense. And I would tend to agree, a few percentage points on that. But if you turn it around and say, look at it as an investment, not only for yourself, but for your team. And once you invest in yourself and you invest in your team, then the rest will grow. The company will grow. Companies are not successful, people are. And if you invest in yourself, because it's important to invest in yourself, but you need to invest in your team, and it is an investment. And it's a wise investment that will help your team grow. It will help decision-making process a lot easier. It'll help you overcome challenges. It'll help you whether you're dealing with a business partner or a client on how to put an idea forward. And if you do that and take it as an investment rather than an expense, you'll see the dividends pay off. And it's not a short term. It's like the sales course, 20 plus years, I still use it. I'll come back from a sales meeting or a sales call and they'll say, how did it go? Dale Carnegie paid off. I say, and they know exactly what I'm talking about.